2017 Rally Whangarei started with 2 night stages in the centre of the city. The 2 APRC Scooters of Gill and VB led the way, but New Zealand's Sloane Cox was just 0.2 seconds behind. An early morning service in Whangarei, then the cars headed to Northland for 4 stages. David Holder in his Hyundai i20 made the most of ideal road conditions, leading the Kiwis through the first stage to close on Cox. Andrew Hawkswood also improving to be 3 seconds back. And Matt Summerfield improving 14 places to lie 1.1 seconds behind Hawkswood. Darren Galbraith just 0.1 further back. Stage 4 saw Glenn Inkster lose 30 minutes when an alternator drive belt broke. At the head of the rally, VB was leading Gill, while former WRC driver Jari Ketema was third in the new Mitsubishi AP4, which haven't been seen in New Zealand. Cox led the Kiwis in 4th, just ahead of Holder, who couldn't make an impression into the Mitsubishi drivers' times. On this stage, Darren Galbraith was the fastest of the Kiwis, pulling him up to 6th overall ahead of Summerfield. While Emma Gilmore and Dylan Turner had moved past Hawkswood, who had his screen fog up on the stage. And he wasn't alone. Greg Murphy arrived at the refuel with no vision out the front screen and struggling to find a solution.
Yeah, the conditions are all right, you know, it's wet and isn't that what rallying is sort of supposed to be? So that's not a problem, it's just we can't see. The car's got so much water in it and it's so hot, it's just fogging up in the first couple of 100 metres of the stage, and then you're looking through little tiny holes for the rest of it. So that's the bit that I'm not liking so much, and so you can't make the most of it, unfortunately.
2 more stages before the midday service, and stage 5, Holder finally getting the better of Cox, only to lose his power steering on stage 6. He struggled through, but dropped a minute. But Cox had also lost time in stage 5, and so at the end of stage 6, it was Matt Summerfield who led the Kiwis into the first service. Auckland driver Dylan Turner has had a dream debut with his Audi S1 AP4. He was in the top 5 all morning and would finish the day with a stage win and 2nd overall in the Kiwi drivers. Not such a good day for Emma Gilmore, who is out with damaged suspension on stage 7 after this spin.
I just came around a slippy right corner and the car stepped out, and on the snap back it was quite violent, and I was like, oh shit. And just luckily, obviously there's a frickin' big pile of rocks that we ran over, smashed the wheel and damaged the steering in some way, so didn't know the damaged steering, so we stopped, changed the wheel, got going, and the next corner we tried to get around it, just ran wide and ran into a bank, so yeah.
Andrew Hawkswood out before the first stage of the afternoon, and David Holder was leading but stopped with mechanical issues before the final stage. Sloane Cox went off in the final stage, so Matt Summerfield takes his first NZRC day win for 2017.
Matty, how's it been out on the stages here today? Absolutely unreal, eh? The conditions that which on a driving is just first time for me driving in ruts that basically like train tracks for the car, just holding it on the road. So unfortunately it's done a little bit of damage to the car, but we'll see if the boys can fix it from here.
The rally will head south of Whangarei on Sunday for 6 stages before finishing in the town centre.